Hey there, I'm Jeff Calloway, DDSystems Head of Web Development. In this video, we're going to teach you a little bit about your new Proofpoint email security product. Proofpoint scans every email sent to your account and quarantines the ones that seem malicious, whether they include suspicious language or have been sent from a known scammer. Proofpoint will also try to grab emails that are clearly spam advertisements. Every day, Proofpoint will send you a quarantine digest, listing every suspicious or unwanted message that was quarantined away from your inbox. However, if you don't get any spam or strange messages that day, you will not receive a quarantine digest. Now let's go over why you have an email filtering solution. In the current business cybersecurity climate, email is one of the most popular vectors for cyber attacks. In our experience, email is the most common and successful method of attack. I have met a company controller that sent $25,000 in a bank transfer as a result of a bad email. I met another sales rep that bought $2,000 worth of Target gift cards because he thought his boss had asked him to. And I've seen numerous folks get their email credentials compromised off of a false Office 365 site. It's very common. You'll get an email asking you to log into Office 365, and the website you're logging into looks just like the Microsoft website, but it's really a false version of their site, and you're giving your username and password away to a bad guy. We don't want that to happen, so we're implementing Proofpoint for your organization. This solution also has the added benefit of automatically filtering out a lot of bulk spam messages. What are we trying to block? We're trying to block spam, we're trying to block malware, we're trying to block bulk mail messages, viruses, and phishing attempts that are cyber criminals pretending to be people they're not, and even suspicious links. How do I know what messages were caught? Here's where we'll go into detail about the quarantine digest. If you get an email that gets caught in the quarantine, you'll get what's called a quarantine digest. Like I said earlier, it's an email that comes to your inbox and it will contain a list of all the quarantine messages you have received. Here's what the quarantine digest looks like. If you'll notice on the top right corner there, it says sign into your account. You can sign into your account using the link whenever you want. The link is evergreen, meaning that it will work no matter how old it is. So if you don't have the Proofpoint website bookmarked, you can go into an old digest email, click on the link, and use that to get into your digest. But you don't necessarily have to log into your digest to interact with the quarantine messages. This is the digest itself. The digest is a listing of email messages that have been put in email jail until they get bailed out by you or forever laid to rest. All emails not collected within 30 days are automatically deleted. On each message, you're going to see a list of actions to the right. The first one I've highlighted here is Preview. Preview renders a web version of the message that's totally safe. You can take a look at it and see if it's maybe something you wanted to receive. Just below the preview is the Release Message button. Clicking this will release the message from the email prison. It'll land in your inbox within a few minutes. Our next one down is Release and Approve. This one is just like Release in that it releases a message to you, but it also adds the sender of that message to your own personal whitelist. That whitelist makes sure that any messages coming from that person don't get blocked again. Lastly, with Block, you can block any future messages from that sender. I don't see people use this feature a lot because of the fact that messages are already blocked by the quarantine feature and get deleted within 30 days if you choose to do nothing with them. The Quarantine Digest comes every day, and it shows you all of the messages that were quarantined since the last digest message you received, as well as every other message that is sitting in the quarantine box. This means that you have 30 days of reminders that there are messages in quarantine that you can either release or perform some other action on. Let's say someone sent you an email, but you can't find it in your inbox and you're pretty sure it got marked as quarantined. To look at the quarantine list on demand, click on the Sign into your account option in the top right corner of the message. When you click on that link, you'll be sent to the Proofpoint website where you can enter your credentials. You can also choose to sign in with Microsoft and use your Office 365 account to sign in instead. This is only if your organization is using Office 365 and has set up this feature. Once you're in, you'll see this tool here where you can look at the messages that were in your digest. We can see right here that it is set for inbound mail, and we can see right here that it's looking at quarantine messages. So if I just click search, it's going to reveal the quarantine messages that are in your box. From here you can select a particular message and choose the Release from Quarantine or Release and Approve option to let that message get into your inbox. Thank you for choosing DD Systems for your email security needs, and we look forward to taking care of you in the future.